This episode of the Unheard Society podcast is written by Claire Macchiarola, directly transcribed from the oral stories of David Sutton, who is an incarcerated student and part of the Florida Prison Education Project. All episodes are voiced by volunteer actors and produced by journalism students at the University of Central Florida's Nicholson School of Communication and Media.
I have stories, but I can't tell you all of them, and some of them are as crooked as a dog's back hind leg. My name is David Donald Sutton, and I'm 81 years old. I've been in prison 40 years, and I have no formal education, and I never learned how to read or write. I'm from Panama City, Florida. I was born on July 20th, 1944, during World War II. My britches tore, but they didn't go to war. I liked going to school, mostly to see the girls, but I quit going at 15. I grew up in the country. I'm a full-blown saltine cracker. My daddy's name was Marcus Sutton. He used to buy his mules to ride and work them grinding sugarcane. He sold peat moss to people and bagged it in big dump trucks. My daddy had everything in the world. He used to always carry lots of money and coins in his pockets. We nicknamed him Jingles because of the sound it made when he walked. He'd walk up to all us kids and give us 11 cents. That would give us enough to buy a candy bar and a soda. We had a milk cow named Bossy growing up. She would give us milk, and my mother would use it to churn butter. I had the greatest mom in the world. Her name was Lily Bill Bry. No education, couldn't read and write, and raised all 10 of us kids without laying a hand on us. She cooked on an old wood stove and would make us hot biscuits and chicken and dumplings. My mother only had one eye. She lost it in an accident when she was young. My mother and her sister were playing with a ball and it rolled under the house. My mother went under the house to get it, but her sister went around the house with a stick to try and poke it out. She stuck my mom in the eye instead. After my mother's sister died, I said, "Mommy, did you ever hate your sister?" She told me, "There ain't no hates in Bry's, but there are hates in Suttons." She was 13 when she married my daddy and became Lily Bill Sutton. My parents got along real well until they didn't. They had 10 kids between me and my brothers and sisters. My daddy used to beat my mother real bad. One time I walked in on him hitting her, and I took a big bottle and knocked him on the head with it. My mom and daddy loved everybody. They looked after everybody and loved the world. My daddy and mother were the greatest people I ever seen in my life. I seen mothers whip their kids, throw them against the wall. But my mother, she never laid a hand on us. I never wanted to read and write because my mother didn't, and she was the greatest lady. She never hated no one. She helped everyone. When my daddy died, he had an open casket, and everybody in the world was at his funeral. My daddy had a big monkey in a walk-in cage behind our house. One day he walked in and scared the monkey, and it bit him right through the hand. He yelled for my brother Bill to get the knife out of his pocket and hand it to him, and he stabbed the monkey to death. I worked for over a decade as a stone crabber down in the Keys. I was about 22 and trapped fresh lobster, crabs, and other fish. We'd even catch sharks, cut them up, use them as bait. I worked for this one man all over the Keys and Miami. I'd load traps on his boat. One day he changed his gasoline motor to diesel, and the boat started filling up with water and sunk. He went out there looking for it, and the guy that was on it that day, it was a boss man's stepdad. When the boat sunk, he started swimming to Miami with a life preserver, and the Coast Guard went out looking for him. But when they finally found the boat, they found the life jacket with shark bites in it, and they ate him. I got married to a girl from Pennsville, New Jersey. I lived with her for years and years without being married. We had 3 daughters, Carrie, Connie, and Shirley, and finally got married after that. My wife's name was Georgia Sue Sutton, but everyone called her Sue. Me and that woman were best friends. I had a stone crab boat and let her drive it while I'd pull the traps. We'd go to the dog track in Naples and bet on the dogs and spend money. She would win all the time and I would lose. I was broke as a billy goat. I heard my wife died of cancer while I was in here. I didn't tell nobody about it. don't get no money from nobody. Everybody done died. The people here give me stuff, though. I've been to every prison just about in the state of Florida. Been here 20 years. This is my favorite prison. If I gotta be in prison, I wanna be right here. The doctors here put me on that Sure drink since I used to be 160 pounds, and now I'm down to about 130. But it's chocolate flavor, and I love chocolate. I don't like the food here. I wouldn't even feed it to a dog. Jesus and God is real. They're real in my heart. Put Jesus and God in your heart, mind, soul, and body. Get Jesus and God as your friend. I've been with Jesus and God for 40 years in prison. They can kill me. They can do what they want to me, but Jesus and God will always make you free. And remember, where there is a will, there is a way.
The Unheard Society is a student-produced podcast from UCF's Florida Prison Education Project in the Nicholson School of Communication and Media. Views expressed are those of the students and do not necessarily reflect the views of the university, the Nicholson School, or the Florida Prison Education Project. I produced and engineered this episode, and I'm your host and executive producer, Claire Macurola. Thank you for listening, and be sure to check out our other episodes of the Unheard Society podcast.